And Alice, if we can call roll.
Ms. Carosella?
Here.
Mr. Cohen? Mr. Corey?
Here.
Mr. Hayward?
Here.
Ms. Parlamas?
Here.
Ms. Rendell?
Here.
Ms. Stevenson?
Here.
Ms. Calvez?
Here.
Dr. Robinson?
Here.
We have a quorum.
All right. Ms. Parlamas, if we could have the flag salute. To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Adequate notice of meeting in accordance with PL 1975, Chapter 231. Notice of tonight's meeting was mailed to the Record and the Ridgewood News on January 7th, 2025. Notice of this meeting was also mailed to the Borough Clerk and was posted on the bulletin board of the Board of Education office in the Administration Building on the same date. Ms. Carosella, are you able to read the mission statement, please?
Sure. The Glen Rock School District, founded on principles of education in partnership with a supportive community, provides an exceptional education to all students to cultivate resilient, responsible, and engaged global citizens.
Thank you. All right.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. We have a couple of, one presentation and a recognition tonight. We'd like to start with the Hamilton School Departmentalization Pilot presentation. And Ms. Gomez, if you would come on up with your team. We do want to thank all of our teachers who came here tonight voluntarily, I was informed. So we do thank you, and I know the board is excited to hear what your proposal is. So Ms. Gomez, we'll turn it over to you.
All right, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for having us. I'm Kristen Gomez, proud principal of Hamilton Elementary. I have my 5th grade team with me, Miss Rebecca Glody, Miss Julie Thompson, and Miss Laura Ciabatoni. I also have Mrs. Nicole Hirsch, who is Hamilton's intervention strategy coach. Thank you so much for having us here tonight to talk about our 5th grade departmentalization. So to get started with our why, this year was the first school year that Hamilton has 3 sections of 5th grade. In prior years, before we put the addition on the building, there were 2 sections. When we added the new sections, we finally floated up to 5th grade this year. And it was time to start thinking about what departmentalization looked like in 5th grade that was equitable, and to what is going on over at Byrd in 5th grade, and also just a more comprehensive approach to departmentalization. In years past, our 5th grade team would share the teaching of science and social studies, which was a nice opportunity for them to get to know all the 5th graders. But again, with the addition of the 3rd section this year, we started to focus on what it would look like with the 3 sections going forward for the next few years. And that's what you'll hear about this evening. So some of the other reasons why we feel that this model is important for our 5th graders is that it provides an opportunity for more middle school readiness. It provides the opportunity and supports for students to improve their organization skills, their executive functioning skills, and it helps ease that transition when they get to middle school. So it's almost like a warm-up for when they start switching for every single subject. It also provides opportunities for our teachers to become content area experts. So by departmentalizing and giving our teachers less preps during the day to prepare for and to teach, it really allows them to dig into their content areas and then plan for differentiated instruction in a more in a better way. So that means providing enrichment opportunities for students who need enrichment opportunities, and then of course the scaffolding and the supports for students who might be struggling in their specific areas. And then student well-being came into play when we were thinking about why this is important for our school. The teachers will have the opportunity to get to know all of the students and vice versa, but really what we'll have is 3 different sets of eyes, and maybe even more with our special ed team involved, on every single student. So when issues arise, whether they're social, emotional, or academic, we have a whole team that's ready to sit down and strategize about how to best support students and move them forward. And then just another area of benefit for our students is that moving throughout the day is a natural built-in brain break for them. Transitioning their materials will just give them the opportunity to reset themselves when they move from class to class.
So our shift to departmentalization started last summer, and it's been a process of planning and careful consideration. We met last summer and started looking at our schedules, and we thought about logistics of how to make this model work at Hamilton. We've been continuing to meet throughout the school year, just to look at how things would run smoothly. We also had the opportunity to meet with Bird to look at their model and collaborate and ask questions. And we took a look at Orchard Elementary School in Ridgewood, and we visited with them. We got to see 3 sections, same as us, live and in action with the kids. And we looked at their schedules, and we were able to sit with their teachers and principals and talk and ask questions and really see how it works. So it was a great experience.
So our plan would be that the students would switch for math, reading, writing, and word study. One teacher would teach math to all 3 classes, one teacher would teach reading, and one would teach writing and word study. Each teacher would teach community circle, science, and social studies to their homeroom classes. We're planning to have collaborative prep time built in among all of us, all 3 of the 5th grade teachers and our special education team, to allow us to align instruction and monitor student progress. Similarly, we will have some time with the ESL teachers and other people who push into our classrooms. Resource room, the collaborative setting, all of those settings will still run, and students will receive additional services such as ESL, BSI, speech, as appropriate to their needs. The students will be split almost into 2 different groups. So their homeroom class is who they will have science, social studies, community service, their specials, and WIN, or their intervention time with. The students will then travel to math, reading, writing, and word study with their school color group. Students will therefore have the opportunity to collaborate with and learn from more students throughout the school day than just their homeroom group. Color groupings will also allow for more flexibility with groupings based upon the student programmings that we have. So this is what a schedule might look like. The students' morning would include 1 major subject area, community circle, and science, social studies, or WIN, depending upon the day of the week. After lunch and recess, they will switch for their other 2 major subject areas and will end their day with their homeroom teacher again for WIN or a special, depending upon the schedule.
So we strategically designed our schedules in thinking about the WIN period so that all 3 classes will have 2 overlapping WIN periods a week. This allows our teachers to be incredibly thoughtful in our grouping of students and provides teachers with a unique opportunity to meet with small groups of students across all 3 homerooms. So for example, if there's 6 kids in the grade that need help in a particular area, the teachers can pull those 6 students regardless of their class and provide them with really targeted instruction. So by overlapping our WIN period, our teachers can now meet with a group of students across all 3 grade levels regardless of their homeroom, which not only allows for the teachers to meet the needs of more students, but it also provides our students with the opportunity to hear multiple perspectives and be in a small group with a variety of students throughout the day and really have the opportunity to collaborate. So this increases our impact of our small group instruction by not just meeting their academic needs, but also meeting their social emotional needs as well. And like we've done this year, related services like BSI, speech, and OT can pull during the WIN period as well. As we've mentioned previously, a departmentalization model provides opportunities for a full team approach to getting to know our students and meet their needs. Student progress will be monitored by all the teachers in their respective subjects, and having more than one teacher monitoring student progress really allows for a holistic approach to learning about the whole child. And our teachers will collaborate for report cards and conferences.
So here's a look at the next steps we'll take in order to successfully launch our pilot. We have a parent information session on Thursday, June 5th at 9 a.m. for the parents of rising fifth graders, so our current fourth graders. We'll also provide parents with information during the Hamilton HSA general session on Friday, June 13th at 9 a.m. And then most importantly, we want to make sure that the students are comfortable with this plan. So the three of us current fifth grade teachers will introduce the current fourth graders to this departmentalization model before the end of the school year. So we'll allow students to have time for a question and answer session as well.
I think that's it. Thank you so much. I'm happy to take any questions if you have any.
Thank you first, Ms. Gomez, and your team for coming, and
Thank you.
very impressive presentation, and I just want to say thank you. I'll turn over to the board.
Thank you so much. Any particular questions, or, yes, Ms. Randolph?
I just have something to say. So thank you so much for coming. Thanks for thinking outside the box. We know how much it matters, and I love all the reasons, but I really love when you guys are like excited and passionate about stuff. I think it's such a big deal for our kids. So thank you so much, and look forward to your progress and continued success at Hamilton.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
All right, Christine? and
I
then-
was going to say a similar thing. I think the kids are probably excited, but I think I can also see the teachers are excited about this model, which makes it's going to be like a win-win. So that's exciting.
Karen, and then,
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm excited to see this. I think that traveling in fifth grade is a great idea. It really does prepare them for middle school. And I like that the kids are going to be with kids other than who's in their homeroom when they go to their other classes. I think that's a really great idea. It lets kids maybe be with their friends if their friends are in their homeroom. It gives them opportunity to make new friendships. And I like the fact that they'll be able to connect with a lot more adults throughout the day. So I'm excited.
Thank you.
yes.
Nothing real new than what everyone else said, but I just really appreciate you doing your due diligence and meeting with the other schools and even out of the district. I think that's really great. I appreciate you putting in that effort. And I know something's good when I'm like, oh, I wish my kids had this in fifth grade. So great job. I'm excited for you too.
Thank you so much.
All right. We are always impressed, so thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. Good night, everyone.
No, nice job. Who's teaching what? Yeah, do we, was
All right, I guess-
there like a fight over who got to teach what?
We'll give a spoiler alert.
Oh, is it a secret? No, you don't have to share.
Maybe we'll save it for the parent
Okay, save
information
it for the
session.
parent meeting.
We'll give it to the Hamilton families first. All right, to be determined.
To be determined.
All right, thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much for coming out. Much appreciated. Nice job.
All right, let me just pull this up.
Okay, we also are always enjoy honoring our students and teachers as well. So we have Ms. Della Fortuna to talk to us about some exciting results from our Bergen County Math League. And we also have Ms. Nordman here as the advisor. So thank you both for coming, and I look forward to recognizing your students.
Thank you so much for having us. I have the opportunity to recognize Ms. Megan Nordman as our Bergen County Math League Glen Rocks chapter advisor. She's a passionate educator who goes above and beyond for extracurricular opportunities such as this, and she's a pleasure to have on staff, and I'm just honored to be able to recognize her as well as so she can recognize her students. So I'll turn it over to Ms. Nordman, and she's going to tell you a little bit more about the Bergen County Math League.
Thank you for all those nice words. Good evening, everyone. Our math team consists of approximately 20 students, and we compete in the Bergen County Math League, known as BCML, which consists of almost 30 high schools throughout Bergen County. almost 600 students participated this year. In any given year, students compete in 6 contests and are allowed to drop the lowest score of the 6 contests. Each contest has 6 questions, and a perfect score is a 6. After dropping the lowest score at the end of the season, the best score possible is 30 points. Students take the first 5 contests at their home school, and the final contest is traditionally at Tenafly High School with a dinner meet to celebrate. Annually, BCML awards county, group, and school awards. We are part of Group 2 and are grouped with neighboring schools Ridgewood, Fairlawn, and Paramus. The first award I would like to present tonight goes to a young man who is winning a Group 2 award for the 2nd year in a row. Due to a combination of perfect attendance at the contests during the past 2 years and his excellent mathematical ability, I am excited to announce a Group 2 second place win to senior Matthew Park. Congratulations, Matt. The next award goes to another senior who has also been committed to making all of the contests. This award goes to a young lady who has been a BCML county winner twice before. This year, she earned a second place win in the whole county with 28 points out of a possible 30. Please join me in congratulating Yeji Kim. I just wanted to say, I would just like to thank both of these students for their hard work, commitment to the team, consistent attendance, and amazing progress. I am sorry to lose them as graduating seniors.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Crossan.
Hudson, always a great joy to hear from you. Can you give us an update?
Absolutely, thank you. Good evening, everyone. I hope you've all been well and enjoying the beautiful spring weather. So, without further ado, I'll start with the sports. Our teams so far have been successful, putting out their best efforts and winning against competition most of the time, all around. I want to highlight in particular boys tennis, who has a bye in the first round of the state tournament and will be playing the second round early next week. And most of the other teams, their playoffs haven't started yet, so I'll keep you updated on those as they happen. In other news, we had the Teen Arts Festival last Friday, which was an opportunity for students to showcase the many forms of art that they've been working on throughout the year. The last 2 weeks were also AP testing, and scores for those tests will be sent out in early July. Last Friday, we had the sophomore semi-formal with senior prom next week and junior prom the week after that. with senior athletic and academic awards, as well as academic honor society inductions in the first week of June, where the accomplishments of our students in many areas are going to be recognized. And then rounding out the month of June, final exams are the 17th to the 20th, and will be our first final since the pandemic, as you know. There's definitely some pressure added to that, but it also keeps everyone engaged until the end of the school year. So, yeah. And, with the AP exams over, there's definitely a sense of relief and less stress. And, you know, there's a lot of fun things happening at the end of the school year, as I just mentioned. So there's lots to look forward to, which definitely adds to the morale of, you know, the students. So thank you.
Thank you so much. I don't have anything. Anybody have any questions or comments for Hudson? All right. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. It is 7:28, and I would like to open up the public comments section, 1 of 2, for agenda items only. Seeing no members of the public, we will close at 7:29. Can I have a motion to discuss G1 through G16, please? Dan Corey, seconded by Ed Hayward. Any comments, questions on G1 through 16?
I do. I have a quick, I'm sorry, is that all right? I have a quick presentation. Can you put that up, Keith? It's in backup for the board.
Mhm.
So I put up there, on the agenda, we have a couple of things regarding abolishing some job descriptions, creating job descriptions, and revising. For here, you can see that we have our current positions regarding the supervisors and assistant principals on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, for September, you would see how we are changing it. So I'll go through this quickly. So we start with the high school assistant principal, K-12 supervisor, world language. I think I would share first that this is how it existed on September 1st, 2024, right? Okay, so I know we have a couple people doing some different roles today. So again, high school assistant principal, 6-12 supervisor, world language. Our assistant principals have always had a department in some capacity. That is going to now be, because the board will be approving a new high school assistant principal permanent position, and that assistant principal will also have 6-12 supervisor, social studies and business. No changes in the middle school assistant principal position in terms of what they supervise, in this case art and music. Supervisor science goes from K-12 to 6-12. A little bit of change here, the K-12 supervisor of IT and ET, educational technology, also K-12 media center, K-8 G&T and 21st century, will now be the 6-12 supervisor of instructional and educational technology, 21st century, and picked up world language, which is a large department. We wanted to give our world language teachers some consistency because they've had a couple of different supervisors over the last several years. The K-12 supervisor of math will become the 6-12 supervisor of math. K-12 supervisor of English is picking up high school, middle school media center, and 6-12 English. No changes to the supervisor of special education, no changes to the athletic director. And then, like, how do we get to this point where we can add a 10-month, 10-day position at the board? Is doing a couple things tonight. One, they're approving the job description. Second, they're approving the GRAA sidebar agreement creating this position. Is because the K-12 supervisor of social studies and business, that is abolished. There's no physical body there anymore for September 1st, because that's being taken over by the new assistant principal of the high school who will oversee that. So we have an empty position. And the board elected to create this K-5 elementary supervisor of curriculum. In addition, we wanted to put a big emphasis on G&T K-8, and the new elementary supervisor will oversee the media specialist, because there's a G&T component there, obviously, and also the intervention specialists, which again have more specific roles with students and teachers. So that's kind of how we got there. It's a visual for you to see. And I'll add this to the Board of Ed highlights as well.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Yes,
I
Christine?
just want to thank you for putting together this chart. It's very helpful to everybody. Thank you.
All right. Did you have a question? Okay, perfect. Yeah, the chart is very helpful. And again, I think that the K through 5 elementary supervisor, as has been stated in the past, was something that was coming from feedback, that it was a need in the community. So we totally understand that, and I can definitely say I support it. If there are no other questions,
I just comment on G9?
yeah, please.
G9 is a scholarship from Larry's Landscaping. Mr. Baumbeck and Mr. Pfeiffer are graduates of Glen Rock from class of 2021. They started that business when they were in high school, so I think it's really a great thing that they're creating this scholarship to give back and to encourage. I know there are a lot of kids have their own businesses in town, and I really think it's just so wonderful for so many reasons for everybody. So I just want to thank them for starting the scholarship to maybe try to inspire other kids to have the entrepreneurial spirit and start a business.
Thank you. I wanted to make a comment regarding some of the donations and things. I mean, yes, thank you to the Bird HSA boosters and Coleman HSA. I also want to thank the anonymous member of the community that was donating $15,000 to offset the cost of a trip for the students. And I think that that's just yet another reminder of the community members coming together and filling a gap and a need and standing in. So it's an amazing thing, and I just wanted to recognize that person or family for really putting out and supporting our community. So thank you.
Thank you for saying everything I was about to say about G8.
That's why I made sure to say it before you could.
Jumped in front, so I'll just have to say that I'll be abstaining on G1 as it pertains to the May 5th meeting, since I was unable to attend.
All right. Okay, let me just make sure we are. Okay. Seeing no additional comments, if we could call roll, Mr. Canales, please.
Ms. Carasella,
Yes.
Mr. Corey,
Yes, except as noted.
Mr. Hayward,
Yes.
Ms. Parlamas,
Yes.
Ms. Rendell,
Yes.
Ms. Stevenson,
Yes.
Ms. Calvez,
Yes.
Dr. Robinson.
Yes,
Motion passes.
thank you. Can I have a motion to discuss B1 through B13? Ms. Calve and seconded by Ms. Parlamas. Any questions, comments? Yes, Karen.
I have for Mr. James Canellis. B9, can you just explain how it came to be that the bid was awarded to Murray Paving and Concrete? For B9, thank you.
The name of the company is Murray Paving and Concrete. They provide a multitude of services, and they actually fall under even a larger banner of Gordian. They are the company that actually did the counters and sinks last summer as well.
Thank you. And it was a little confusing with the name. I just wanted to make sure that it was understood that they do more than their title.
Concrete,
All right.
yeah.
Thank you.
And I mean, the work that they did, last year was also pretty phenomenal. So it really looked excellent touring those facilities. So thank you. Any additional questions for the B items? Great. Can we call roll, please?
Ms. Carasella,
Yes.
Mr. Corey,
Yes.
Mr. Hayward,
Yes.
Ms. Parlamas,
Yes.
Ms. Rendell,
Yes.
Ms. Stevenson,
Yes.
Ms. Calvez,
Yes.
Dr. Robinson.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. All right. Can we have a motion to discuss P1 through 21? Ms. Carasella, seconded by Mr. Hayward. questions and comments? Yes.
Just to make a comment for Mr. Morelli, really excited for him to be taking on the assistant principal role at the high school. He's been filling in various leadership roles the past, I don't know how long, and he's been phenomenal. He's presented to the board a number of times. He's answered all of our questions thoroughly. He's very connected to the district and the students, so I think it's a really great step up for him. So thank you, and thank him.
All right, excellent. Second all of that. Yes.
I'm going to be abstaining on P21 when it pertains to me.
Understood. All right, if we're able to call roll, please.
Ms. Carosella,
Yes.
Mr. Corey,
Yes.
Mr. Hayward,
Yes.
Ms. Parlamas,
Yes.
Ms. Rendell,
Yes.
Ms. Stevenson.
Yes, except on P21, as stated, where it pertains to me.
Ms. Calvez,
Yes.
Dr. Robinson.
Yes,
Motion passes.
thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Can I have a motion to affirm the decision made in MS HIB 292183 and MS HIB 291468 as reported by the Chief School Administrator during the May 5th closed work session meeting? We have Mr. Corey, seconded by Mr. Hayward. If we can call roll, please.
Ms. Carosella,
Yes.
Mr. Corey,
Yes.
Mr. Hayward,
Yes.
Ms. Parlamas,
Yes.
Ms. Rendell,
Abstain.
Ms. Stevenson,
Yes.
Ms. Calvez,
Yes.
Dr. Robinson.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right, thank you. And as you'll see, we have our vandalism, suspension, and HIB reports. And on to public comments, 2 of 2 at 7:40. All right, seeing no members of the public, we will close public comments at 7:40. Any old business items? All right. So our next meeting date is June 9th. And we will have our public meeting, will start at 8 PM on the 23rd to accommodate graduation. And if I could have a motion to adjourn at 7:40. We have Ms. Carosella. Can I have a second? Ooh. Karen Stevenson, thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None. We are closed.